Cutlass.
Oh, so the first review of Assassin's Creed 4 came out.
And you should know better than to trust first reviews.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
So supposedly it's the greatest game ever. They gave it a 12 out of 10. I'm just kidding. They gave it like an
18. I think it was 18 out of 20.
So that's a 9.
Yeah.
Which is good. Which is good.
Only thing I believe in that review is the slight negatives.
Yeah, and the
Not to be
negatives
a dick.
were like...
it was more like this. Okay, their positives I want to be true. I believe their negatives are true.
You want to believe.
I want to believe. I do want to believe.
You want to believe. I want to believe too, because that game does look interesting. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like I was fucking betrayed with kind of like Assassin's Creed 3 when I tried to get into it, like my first Assassin's Creed game. And after trying and playing it, and I was like, this game is clunky as fuck, guys. Like, I don't know what anybody sees with this series. Sure, the lore is... I think the lore is what keeps Assassin's Creed going, and I told my crazy other friend Matt about that, dude, you just love this game for the lore. He's like, yeah, it's true. Like, you don't like it for the game itself. It's like the characters in the story you're just invested in now. He's like, yeah. So it's good that he admits that.
It's funny, because I have a...
Oh, fuck.
I have a huge problem with that mindset and everything.
Passing up gameplay because of the story? Yeah.
I'm just here for the lore. It's like... Why?
You know what? I will only fall susceptible to that in certain video game, like types, like Metal Gear. Like, I feel like I'll just play the new fucking Metal Gear just because it's Metal Gear, and I'll kind of excuse the gameplay just because I like the characters in the story and shit like that.
Leapstone. I got double jump.
Nice. It's permanent.
Yes.
You had a big old fucking bat wing. You had like a devil angel wing. Nice. This game would be so cool if it was 3D and like a giant, like, big Castlevania, like castle in full 3D. Wait a minute. I do actually. I played the demo of Lords of Shadow, and I do really want to play more of it. Up until where everybody's telling me it gets to a point where it becomes terrible, and I'm like, that sucks because it's really fucking cool at the start.
Yeah,
it's really fucking cool.
Cursed. Yeah, that fucks you up.
Oh, so you need to. It probably has great damage, but it hurts you, right?
Yeah, it doesn't even have that great of damage. I'm ignoring it for now.
Duel 1, let's rock! But holy fuck. Alucard would make an amazing goddamn character in Guilty Gear. Like, right?
Yeah, he would.
Fuck, he'd make an amazing character in Killer Instinct, too. Like, like a raw-ass vampire, like,
just any
regal
fighting
one.
game would be great, right?
Yeah, except the one he's in. Except the fucking one. Oh, well, don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
Where am I?
You are back to where the half-cutting guys are, so
I'm way down here?
You have traversed this area before.
They changed the enemy placement?
No, you've been here before.
Yeah, I have, but this guy wasn't here there before.
Maybe not.
So,
woo! Guy sounds like he's getting a whoopsie.
A whoopsie? Oh, whoopsie?
That guy sounds like he's getting an Obi-Wan. Oh!
God, where is all this shit?
I think you need to go to the orange doors.
Yeah, the oranges are warp doors. I'm gonna save for the fuck of it.
We might as well fucking save at this point. We ran into this shit before.
Yeah, what I was saying earlier though is I really don't like the idea of like I'm really only playing this for the story and lore. And because here's the deal, you pay brand new for a game $60, $50 to $60.
Yeah, and movies cost $20 to $30.
Yeah, movies cost $12.
Well, if in its rawest form for a theater, yeah, it costs
$12. You can usually find it like $20, I guess, if you were to buy it, but you can usually find it for less. Now, books.
You guys sound like they're fucking getting Sheilas when they die.
Sheilas. Max. Books, which are the ultimate form of lore and storytelling, and have never been topped. Those are about $6. So when you sit there and you just love something for it, if you love it for the story, then I got news for you. Books have way better stories, like good books. Like if you were to encompass all books versus all games, books have way better stories.
Well, yeah.
Way better stories, way better writing. If it's presentation value, guess what? Movies have way better presentation value and way better writing and stories than all video games. The best movies versus the best video games.
Oh yeah. Well, the best versus the best.
Best versus best. Let's be blunt. Like, yes, there are many games with better stories than the worst movies, but if you compare best to best,
yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. So, again, why do you play, like, why do you spend this kind of money on a game? Unless you're that guy.
Unless you're that guy with his Final Fantasy 13 craziness. I can't even describe what that shit is. It's a giant weapon.
Bacillard. You know, it's funny. I know I can actually. I've gotten up here at the very beginning of the game too. I don't even think the Bacillard's worth it.
Can you cast your fire spell and maybe light the thing on fire to make it blow up the wall? Like, I'm thinking, like, outside the box here.
It is a switch, though.
It is a switch. Oh no, I see it now. I didn't see the pixel switch.
I did like your Zelda rationale there.
Can you fucking light the flick?
I do like your Zelda rationale.
Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
But yeah, sadly, switch.
So we gotta find. There's an area up there.
Yeah, I can't.
But I doubt you can reach it even with this. So we're just looking for something at this point, right?
I think I know where to go, but it's like a little weird. Where is? I thought there was a warp point around here. I guess not. Oh well. So yeah, I really don't like the mindset of like the what I call the dem feels demographic.
Dem feels demographic.
The game it gave me dem feels. I was so moved by the story, blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna like say that's stupid or you shouldn't be, but I'm gonna say that there's
you should have both.
A lot better.
You're gonna say
if you're really looking for if you really are enjoying something solely for its
storytelling, yeah.
Let me tell you, there is a world of media and entertainment out there that tells stories way than video games.
Yeah.
I don't mind it when video games have good stories, but that's not why I play them.
I agree with you that the best experiences and the ones that should be like given the highest praise are the ones that do both, that have great gameplay and great storytelling.
Yeah, I mean, because I really don't like David Cage or his games.
Quantic Dream.
I don't know if it's Quantic Dream. Or is that the Xbox one? Yeah, I don't know. The Beyond Two Souls guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't like him. He flat out said, I think it was at E3 this year, I'm not making a fun game. It's not the intention.
I have no intention to make a fun game.
I have no intention to make my game fun. I'm here to tell like an amazing story or something. I don't know. You should dig up the quote if you can. But it was like, you have no like what? You missed the entire point of video games.
I can't even process that in my fucking brain right now.
I'll give you another example. There's a famous online, video game YouTube celebrity who didn't like Metal Gear Rising.
Okay. Should we just say who it is?
Yeah, sure. I'll say who it is. Like, I only found it last night.
It's public fucking information.
So this guy's called Pro Jared.
Okay.
And he does these 1-minute game reviews or whatever.
Never heard of him. Okay.
Didn't like Metal Gear Rising. Gave it a 4 out of 10.
Whoa.
One of his reasons, because like something about there's no dodge mechanic in the game, which is factually incorrect.
Yeah, because there is.
Because there totally is.
Yeah, there's a sidestep. It's a dodge.
I wonder if I should have gone that way. Yep. Can I call it down?
Yeah, I think that's what that's for. Like, right? So okay, there's no dodge mechanic. Doesn't like that. Wants it to be more like Devil May Cry. I get it.
There we go.
And that just opened up that path.
So what was up there, anyways? It doesn't look like much. It leads into a very small area of the castle. So probably not where we need to go. A lot of like factual errors. And then in his more in-depth review, he talks about literally how Metal Gear Solid is one of his favorite franchises, and the story is so moving.
Oh, he's one of these guys.
One of these guys, and he says how like when he gets like depressed and like down with life, he plays the first Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
to,
sweet
like,
Jesus!
Make him feel better or some shit. And I'm like, really, fucking really? I'm like, look, Metal Gear Solid has a decent story, but okay, Metal Gear Solid has a good story in the same sense that the Rock has a good story. Okay, that like Clear and Present Danger is a good story.
Yeah, it's an action movie. I mean, Like, Kojima tries to get so existential about the stuff that he talks about that he almost gets caught up in the words he's saying, like, too much.
Oh yeah, he gets totally up his own ass with his own.
He kind of does, and it's just like, I don't even know what the fuck you're trying to say anymore, dude. Like, yeah, war is bad. I get it. But you can say it like 15,000 different ways until it sounds like the same fucking thing in every game you do. War is shitty.
Yeah. End of story.
End of story, but yeah.
Okay, first Metal Gear Solid. Everyone praises one of the best video game stories ever, right? But it really is more or less The Rock. Oh
yeah, it is.
in general plot lines.
Yeah, except it takes place on Alaska instead of...
Yeah, Alcatraz.
Instead of fucking Alcatraz. What's funny is that I didn't even think the story in Rising was that bad. I thought like the story about child trafficking and, you know, what makes us human was actually pretty fucking interesting. Like, it's bridging the line of, like, instead of, like, war is bad, it kind of takes place in between war. Like, where there is no war, you know, going on, and where there's usually, like, kind of some sort of PMC war or something going on in, like, a Metal Gear game. In Rising, there was no war happening. Yeah. It was just this guy's story of how he's coping with being a fucking
hilarious,
robot.
because, you know, he complains about, like, oh, the last boss is a senator. I'm not even kidding. A senator on steroids.
He's
I'm like,
fucking awesome!
I'm like, he's fucking awesome, but, like, really, dude? And all of your beloved Metal Gear games don't have goofy, weird, dumb fuck bosses?
The first boss is the guy with a bunch of bees on his back. Literally,
yeah, they do. Come on, guys. Like, they all have goofy bosses.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's literally it's not exactly the way that it was intended to be, so it sucks type of thing. It seems it's not exactly the way the other games are, so it sucks type of thing. Which is, to be honest, I think Metal Gear Rising is kind of what I've wanted out of a Metal Gear game for a really long time. The game to be, like, super fucking fun. Yeah. Like, super fucking fun. And to still have an interesting Metal Gear storyline, you know, to continue one of the characters that they eventually made probably cooler than Snake.
Cool-looking sunglasses.
Those don't look... I'm sorry, but they are... The rims of them, like, the outside of them is, like, gold. And then the glasses themselves were, like, red.
Oh, shit, my cape changed.
You look pretty fucking awesome now. Holy crap.
I have a cloth cape on.
That's pretty freaking awesome.
So there is some...
There is some, yeah, stuff that you can change. Didn't you go to the right on any of this?
No.
Oh, that sucks. But yeah, I don't know. I think Metal Gear Rising deserves more credit than, like... I gave that shit, like, a 9 out of 10, and I think it still fucking deserves it. When that game comes out on PC, I think we're gonna play it again.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would be down to Metal Gear Rising Revisited. Play this shit again.
Damn, I'll be behind.
Loved it, dude. What I loved even more was that the Metal Gear Rising official Facebook fan page, like that's run by Konami, eventually caught wind of my Metal Gear Rising review and made a post a few months ago that were like, how the hell did we miss this? And they put up my review, and they're like, one of the best videos on Rising on YouTube. I'm like, fucking thank you, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. I put my ass into that fucking video, and I'm glad they noticed. Because I love that game. That's the thing, it's like, a lot of people ask me, like, Max, why don't you make videos on this game? Why don't you make videos on that game? Why is there not any more Persona? You guys should play Persona 3. You guys should play this and that. And it's like, dude, in all honesty, we could... But my excitement for that stuff won't be as much as stuff that I get naturally excited for. Like, I didn't go into Metal Gear Rising knowing that the game was going to be great. I went hoping that was going to be great, and it ended up being great. And I fucking wanted to make content around it, so I spent like 3 days making a badass review. Making like a really cool review. And the same thing went for Ultimate Marvel. Like, I really fucking love the crap out of the Versus series, so I spent all this time making a tutorial. I love the fuck out of Killer Instinct, so I spent all this time making videos about it. It's really all about, like, what I personally like, so asking me to get excited and, like, really passionate about something that I don't really fancy at all is gonna lead to content that is just not that fancy either. That's the thing, dude, it's like, you can't force me to like something. Like, if the Persona guys came up and, like, paid me, like, all this fucking money to make videos of their new Persona game, sure, I'd help them out and I'd make these fucking videos, but I probably wouldn't continue making them with my own time.